What's going on, guys? So I get asked all the time, what can I do to make my fragrance last longer? I only get 2 hours, I only get 6 hours, I only get eight, but I want 12. All these different things. The infamous "it's gone in 20 minutes" that people like to say. There's proven ways that don't make any guarantees, but can help extend the life of pretty much any fragrance. Because at the end of the day, it does come down to a skin chemistry thing, and that includes some of the methods that I'm going to show you here today. Because there's two particular proven methods that can really extend the life of your fragrance without really changing the way your fragrance smells. So I want to discuss this with you rather quickly, and hopefully it'll help some of you guys. So stay tuned. So, like I said before, it comes down to skin chemistry, and if you have drier skin, that's going to be culprit number one. So, things like a good moisturizing lotion like Cetaphil. This is one of the top dermatologists recommended out there. There's 6 different moisturizing agents in this, and trust me, when it goes on, it stays on. Even the it doesn't leave a greasy feel, but your skin will feel much more moisturized for an extended period of time. It says up to 24 hours, and I can tell you at minimum it's at least for several hours. Because in the harshest of winter time around here in Colorado Springs, the top of my hands, elbows, and stuff like that will get much, much drier, and I do have to use this on occasion. While I don't use it on my neck and arms and different areas that I spray, I can tell you from experience with this, it does heavily moisturize the skin for at minimum several hours of your day. So what you would want to do is apply the lotion, especially in the places to where you are going to spray your fragrance. Wait a minute, really make sure you rub the lotion in completely into your skin, and then follow through with spraying your fragrance. Now, if it's a fragrance that, let's say, you normally only get 3 or 4 hours on your skin, this could potentially double that lifespan for you. Obviously, there's no guarantees. It could be only 1 extra hour, but it is something that for a few dollars, you could potentially extend the life of all of your fragrances. So that's definitely something worth looking into. And I can tell you, this is probably one of the best brands and best moisturizing lotions for you to get your hands on. Again, that's Cetaphil. This is one of the top dermatologist recommended moisturizing lotions. The other most popular option is layering with a baseline fragrance. Your Moleculo 1, your Moleculo 2, which I don't have those. And then fragrances that do add a little something extra, but definitely heavily extend the life of your fragrance. I can tell you based on experience firsthand that City Rhythm Frequent Flyer, this stuff will absolutely boost your fragrance's life, performance. It'll make it project a lot more. It will add some woody and ambery facets to your fragrance. Depending on your skin, it may change a little bit. So this isn't as good as going with the scented lotion as far as not changing the scent of your fragrance. Whereas this potentially could bring out certain facets, kind of heighten certain things about your fragrance, or maybe add something that may have been technically missing from your fragrance. Prime example, like I say, woody and ambery facets will be enhanced from this. Let's say it's a fresher fragrance like a Versace Man Eau Fresh, which is mostly citruses, clean musk, and a little bit of fresh spice with a little touch of wood. This would make it a much more woody base, a little bit warmer in its base without making it a very warm fragrance. It, like I said, adds kind of an amber wood type of facet to it. It'll make it project a lot more. You would want to spray this on your skin, then follow behind in the same spots with Versace Man Eau Fresh. I would wait a second. I wouldn't spray and then immediately spray. I would maybe wait a solid minute or two, give it a second for that alcohol to evaporate. And then you also have fragrances like Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, which is one note. This is Cetalox. It's kind of an ambergris type of fragrance note, so it's not going to necessarily help with projection, but it could potentially extend the life of a much weaker and fresher fragrance. Whereas it can do some things to help you, and I know Molecule 01 is the most famous of all of these when it comes to making a base layer fragrance that's a single note and then applying your fragrance on top of it, going with Ambroxan. I think Molecule 02 is pretty much the same thing as Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, where it's Cetalox or ambergris, basically, synthetic ambergris. But this is one that's kind of a best kept secret. This is the one that I swear by. I do use this one on occasion. It will enhance. I'm not the biggest proponent for layering. I normally don't do it. But in that rare occasion that I need that extra oomph out of a weaker fragrance, this is kind of the go-to. I'll give this 2 good sprays, and it's not all over in every spot I'm going to spray. It's usually just behind the ears for me and behind the neck. I'll spray Frequent Flyer, wait a minute, then apply my fragrance, and then do my bare chest sprays with whatever fragrance it is. And if I'm doing my top of my forearms like I do with more fresher fragrances, I'll spray there. So again, this is no guarantee, but this is, I believe, a 50% oil concentration. So this immediately as a standalone is going to last 8, 10, 12 hours on your skin. Even if you have drier skin, the oil concentration is so high, you're going to get many hours of life of just Frequent Flyer on your skin. You apply your weaker fragrance that you're trying to enhance on top of it, and it will change the game for you. Well, that's 2 quick tips that I have for you that, again, nothing new, but I get asked so much, and honestly, I know based on experiences, these 2 methods are proven. They will work. They will help in some way. How much will they help? I don't know. That's going to be subject to you, your skin, your situation, and the fragrance you're using. But check these out. Again, I recommend Cetaphil as far as a moisturizing lotion, unscented. That way it does not affect how your fragrance's aroma is going to be, but potentially extend the life of it. Not going to add any projection, but it should add some longevity. And then as far as the base layer fragrances, could potentially add some projection depending on which one, which Frequent Flyer will add projection, whereas you can extend the life with fragrances like Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, and Molecule 01 and 02. And until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried doing the layering combo? Because, when it comes to layering, a lot of people, it's mixing different fragrances. Like, for example, Creed Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540, or this one and that one. That's changing the fragrance's scent profile, both of them. That's changing things. Whereas the methods I'm showing you here today are to enhance one particular fragrance with doing as little as you can to change the scent profile, just to enhance the lifespan, most importantly. Sometimes you can get a little bit more projection out of it depending on which method you're going about here, but the goal is mainly to extend the life. So you guys that claim 20 minutes on a fragrance, maybe you could get to an hour. And those of you that get 3, 4, 5 hours looking to get to 8, maybe you can achieve that by trying some of these methods. Who knows? I hope this helps you guys. Let me know down below if you want to see more tips, videos, or things in this format of this sort. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Cetaphil or Frequent Flyer, Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, maybe you give these methods a try. Who knows? You might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.